Satara to explore the surrounding area, it's clear we're in for a soaking. Now, if you've watched previous episodes, you'll be aware that for almost the entire trip, we've had heavy cloud and very little sunshine. Not a problem for the video recording, but a bit of a nightmare for the photography where good light is essential. And today, it's even worse with heavy rain forecast for most of the day. Now, I was up early this morning as usual, but one glance outside sent me back to bed. There are some conditions that make recording this trip all but impossible. It's now around 7 AM and the light is just about good enough to get out, and we plan the day to suit the weather. Hopefully the wildlife are as crazy as we are and decide to endure the rain. So this is our route for today. Starting in Satara, we're going to take the tarmac road all the way up north until we get to Oliphants and then return for the afternoon. This afternoon we're going to come down the tarmac road down here towards the Sigitha Lodge. We're then going to go up this gravel road all the way along the S41 until we get to the S90, turn back down, come back to the tarmac, come back down again to Satara in the evening. We turn out of the camp and almost immediately run into one of Kruger's celebrity animals, Casper, the white lion. Marking his territory. Casper is one of the Shishangan Brotherhood who have lived near the camp for almost 10 years, and he's one of only 3 white lions in the world documented as living in the wild. So it's a particular thrill to see him close up. But at almost 10 years old, he's beginning to show his age, and he's not quite as steady on his feet as he used to be. Happy to snuggle down in the bush, he and his brothers make their presence known. These calls are incredibly loud, and a full lion's roar can be heard up to 8 kilometers away. Our way up the tarmac towards our lunch venue at Olifants Camp. This yellow-billed hornbill looks stunning in the damp air with great light. A group of travelling baboons make their way up the verge, and one thing's for certain, they won't have far to look for water. The decent light continues, showing these spur fowl off at their best. Sometimes the light just after rain can be exceptional. The air is clear of dust, giving a lovely photo opportunity. Well, that didn't last long. The rain returns and the game disappears, so we press on to Olifants Camp. Even if you don't stay there, this is one camp you must visit. There's the usual shop. And a restaurant. Probably the best view in the park. The camp is elevated and the view down below to the Olifants River is simply stunning, whatever the weather. And it's hard to concentrate on your food when there's so much to see down below. A long lunch break over, we return to the road. Towards Balul's satellite camp. The camp is on the left at the end of this bridge, but we continue towards a tarmac road leading back to Satara. Heading down the tarmac, another brief lift in the light levels gives good images of these giraffe feeding. But it's all over too quickly as the rain returns and we decide to return to Satara to wait for better weather and make plans for the afternoon. Whether the weather is good or bad. We haven't travelled 8,000 miles to sit in a camp, so we make the situation part of the adventure. A little later, the rain stops again and we leave to drive a popular route we've used with great success in the past. 10 minutes in, and we see a lonely figure on the road. Looking sodden and lonely, this beautiful cheetah has made the day spectacular for us, making us realise that whatever the weather, there are spotting opportunities everywhere. What a beauty! We are alone, so follow along from a distance, careful not to scare or disturb him. He leaves the road and walks through the bush, clearly looking for something. Prey perhaps, or family. Cheetah males live in groups called coalitions. Females are solitary animals, so it's unusual to see a lone male. Back on the road, feet covered in mud, he is clearly seeking something. Switching from bush to road and back again, we think he's become separated from his coalition. And it looks like he's marking territory to let the others know where he's been. Finally, he heads down the road before eventually disappearing into the bush. Our damp day has just turned into a wonderful sighting, and with the rain keeping most others back at camp, we were alone for the entire sighting. On this occasion, God bless the rain. We go off the tarmac at the end of the road and turn onto the gravel roads, hoping it won't be too wet or flooded. This road has always provided sightings for us and is doing so today. First to appear, this lone elephant, obstinately refusing to turn round for a decent shot. But luckily this magpie shrike is all too happy to pose. And it's a damp run for these little warthogs, sincerely wishing they had longer legs. This little steenbok gazes back at us. Whilst these ostriches stretch their legs in the tall grasses. Surprisingly, the sightings continue despite the cool, wet weather, as a herd of zebra pass by. Some of these wildebeest take a different approach and lie down waiting for the weather to improve. Our first Corrie bustard on this trip. And one of Kruger's most recognisable eagles, the colourful bateleur, surprisingly perched next to a group of vultures, perhaps there's a kill nearby, and it's an uneasy pairing as both seem uncomfortable. Unlike this Birchall's kuka relaxing nearby. More spurfowl, this time pecking away at the ground. Black-backed jackal, another first for this trip. As we come to the end of the gravel road, a common sight in Kruger, an elephant roadblock. This usually happens when you're late back to camp and the only thing you can do is wait. Back up when necessary, then continue to wait. The elephant will decide when you get back. We get by eventually. And hit the tarmac road. And we were amazed to see Casper and the clan still where we left them 8 hours ago. And apparently being irritated by a pack of hyena. who look like they're clearing up the last remnants of a kill. And just in time we arrived back at Satara, and we can't wait to check our photos and footage from a day that we expected to be a disaster, but actually turned out to be a good day. Meeting Casper was incredible, and the cheetah literally made the day. He also provided a print that hangs proudly in our bathroom. I mean, who wouldn't want a wet cheetah in the bathroom? So that's it for this episode. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button to make sure you get notice of all future episodes. See you next time on the Better Photography and Travel channel.